Class, here's an example on the effects of the appreciation and depreciation of one currency versus the other and its effects on imports and exports. So as an example, let's look at the exchange rate of one US dollar, highlighted here in column B, versus the Chinese yuan, highlighted here in column C. Let's just say that currently one US dollar will bring back 6.6 Chinese yuan. If there was a 10% depreciation, that means one US dollar would bring back less Chinese yuan. In this example, 6. If there was a 10% appreciation, one US dollar would give us approximately 7.2 yuan. The math behind this was 6.6 times 0.1, and then the answer to that is added to the original 6.6. The math for the depreciation is simply 6.6 times 0.9. And we're rounding for our answers. Now, let's just say that Walmart buys their socks from a Chinese manufacturer, and the price of a package of socks, a package of six pairs of socks, is $4 or 4 yuan in local Chinese currency. That means that one US dollar exchanging for 6.6 yuan would cost approximately, it would need approximately 61 cents in order to US dollars in order to purchase this package of socks. 100 US dollars would bring or yield 165 packages of socks. Now, if a country's, in this instance China's, currency appreciates against the dollar, $1 will buy less Chinese currency. So that same package of socks that cost 4 yuan would now cost approximately 67 cents, or a 10% increase. And that $100 that Walmart has would only buy 150 packages of socks. Now, with a 10% appreciation of the US dollar versus the Chinese yuan, one US dollar would convert to 7.2 Chinese yuan, meaning it costs approximately 56 cents to buy that package of socks, and then $100 would buy 180 packages of socks for Walmart. Now, as one country's currency depreciates, the other country's currency appreciates. So in this instance, $1 buys you less yuan. There's a depreciation of the US dollar versus the yuan, but a appreciation of the yuan versus the US dollar. In this example, there's a 10% appreciation, meaning that the one US dollar would purchase 10% more yuan. And on the flip side, looking at it from the Chinese currency point of view, there is a depreciation. So whenever one currency appreciates versus another nation's currency, that nation's currency depreciates, and vice versa. And now, looking at column F, we could see the effects that a devalued currency has for an exporting nation. Currently, China is exporting 165 packages of socks to Walmart. If the US dollar depreciates, meaning that the yuan is appreciating, they're only going to sell 150 packages of socks, because their stronger dollar, or their stronger yuan versus a weaker dollar, means that the price went up. Now, when their currency depreciates, whether it's intentional by their central bank or just the way market forces are working, the depreciation versus an appreciating US dollar drives the price of a package of socks down in terms of how many dollars need to be converted, which means the current budgeted amount by the company, by the purchasing company, in this instance Walmart, they're able to package more, they're able to buy more packages